Hey everybody, welcome to the ExoCast. We're going to update y'all on some breaking news that y'all may not have heard about. And so we'll start. Oregon has a new ballot initiative that would criminalize hunting, fishing, and agriculture, and also farming because it all constitutes animal abuse now, according to the Isabel Brown from Instagram. Pressure on Cuba is now growing as China and Russia expand their spy sites near Florida, which is now alerting U.S. military bases in the region. So nothing like having some enemy nations on the outskirts of our military. Congress is quietly moving to integrate U.S. and Israeli militaries, according to Responsible Statescraft. Let me know if y'all agree with that or not in the comments below. Japan just received 900,000 barrels of oil straight from Texas. So, pleasure doing business with you, Japan. Arigato gozaimasu and dozo yoroshiku onegai shimasu. According to Popular Front News on Instagram, a Turkish-owned dry cargo vessel was struck overnight by a Russian drone while departing from a port in Odessa on its way back to Turkey. Two crew members were injured as a result of the strike and were evacuated by the Ukrainian Navy to the hospital. Former Israeli spy Jonathan Pollard stated that Turkey and Egypt might be next on their list after the Iranian conflict ends. President Putin railed against the drone strike in Romania on video, pushing against news outlets and placing more pressure on Ukraine. The video by breakingnews is on Instagram. A further post by the same news account stated that Russia said that Western countries needed the hype around the drone crash in Romania to divert attention from Zelensky's killing of children in Starobelsk. So maybe that's something we need to delve a little bit more and investigate. The Middle East Times on Instagram announced that Tokyo has introduced a 4-day work week for government employees as Japan faces serious birth declines. They're hoping to increase birth rates and more positive family development through these actions. So more power to them. Do you think we should do this in the States? Let me know. France 24 stated that Norway became the 9th country to come under French nuclear deterrence scheme. The leaders of France and Norway said on Wednesday that Oslo will join a Paris-led nuclear deterrence scheme to bolster security on the continent. Under the so-called Forward Nuclear Deterrence Scheme, those who join will be able to temporarily host French strategic air forces, which will be able to spread out across the European continent to complicate the calculations of our adversaries, Macron said at the time. According to Foreign Policy, the United Nations blacklisted Israel and Russia for sexual violence in conflict. A post by Trende_Lena_ on Instagram claimed that Albania is being sold to Israel through the leader of Albania himself. Trinity Broadcasting Network, or TBN, reported that Iran blackmails the oil market. The United Arab Emirates is sending shockwaves across the globe, and that is with Yair Pinto. Iran also fired on U.S. shifts. The IDF hit Beirut, and a Hamas chief was eliminated. Once again, with TBN Israel through Yair Pinto. Spectrum Local News and other reporting agencies stated that Trump met up with aides to make a final determination on the Iran deal. Excuse me, guys. Defense News alerted us that China is building launch pads near its nuclear missile silos once again. The images reveal more than 80 pads for possible use by China's expanding fleet of mobile missile launchers and air defense batteries. They also show facilities that may serve electronic warfare, satellite communications, and command operations, according to 3 security analysts who assessed the imagery for the Reuters news network. NBC News reported that Italy had seized gold, luxury villas, and cash tied to the Sicilian mafia drug trafficking gains. So that's interesting. Fox News reported that Meta is rolling out paid subscription plans for Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, which is more than likely going to lead towards a dramatic reduction in user support. Let me know what y'all think about that. Would you pay for a premium on these social media apps? It's kind of weird to have something for free and then push into premium. KETK NBC News stated that Northeast Texas could provide the U.S. Army with part of its critical lithium supply if a proposed federal bill is passed under the National Defense Authorization Act. Some more economic stuff going on there. The Daily Wire wrote that Border Patrol agents found the Chinese illegal immigrants Tuesday night among a group of 12 border crossers attempting to evade capture on a private ranch in Maverick County, which is home to Eagle Pass. Texas Department of Public Safety Lieutenant Chris Olivares said in an X post. So apparently there was some Chinese illegal immigrants that were crossing along the border, and they got caught. In the tech world, according to Quantum Science on Facebook, scientists from the Flatiron Institute and Quantinuum have achieved a significant breakthrough in quantum computing by creating a time quasi-crystal by bombarding 10 ytterbium ion qubits with laser pulses organized in a non-repeating Fibonacci sequence. The team forced the system into a highly stable state. Futurism reported that DuckDuckGo installs were spiking as Google moved to replace their search engine with AI. So y'all are creating competition out there. The Barents Observer reported that a U.S. Senate delegation is heading to Isfjord Radio, Svalbard. The group, consisting of 8 senators accompanied by staff and military liaison officers, is undertaking a circumpolar tour of the 4 Arctic nations of Canada, Greenland, Denmark, Iceland, and Norway. Iran's state TV threatened to assassinate Tusi TV, and the U.S. launched strikes on some members of the IRGC, according to Tusi TV. So let's all pray for Mahyar Tusi, since he's a great news broadcaster, and he's been up to date on a lot of the Iranian stuff. China calls Japan-Philippine sea border talks illegal, according to ABS CBN News. Surprise shocker there. Estonia may be forced to introduce mandatory military conscription for women by 2040, as male birth rates have collapsed from 15,000 boys born annually to just about 4,000 to 5,000. So that's a pretty significant drop there. It's like 3 times as much. The head of Estonia's Defense Resources Agency says the country won't be able to fill its 4,100 annual conscription slots with men alone, calling mandatory female conscription a question of when, not if, according to TVP World. The Polish president, Nawrocki, seeks to strip Zelensky of Poland's highest honor, according to Euronews. Apparently this had something to do with Ukraine's past in terms of Russia and a lot of what's considered Naziification. Peter Thiel is reportedly moving to Argentina, part of a trend among billionaires looking to live abroad as they hedge their bets on the U.S. There's also an app that's called the Apocalypse Tracker that y'all can use, which essentially shows all these billionaires when they move out of the country, and it's apparently a sign that some crazy stuff's about to break out, but I'll let y'all research that. CSIS, or the Center for Strategic and International Studies, put out a report asking, is the United States prepared for a war with China? And multiple CSIS war games conducted prior to Operation Epic Fury estimated that U.S. and Taiwan long-range missiles would be exhausted during the first week of a Chinese conflict. So that's a little bit alarming and concerning for Americans. According to Hananya Naftali, the internet is now back on in Iran. And so we are now seeing a lot of the stuff that the IRGC did not want posted out there, especially in connection to protesters, many of whom are no longer with us. And finally, a House panel also uncovered some Biden funding links to leftist anti-Netanyahu groups, according to World Israel News. So a lot of stuff going on. It's kind of hard to keep track of, and I'm sure there's stuff that's still going on while I'm doing this video. So I'll try to keep y'all updated as much as possible every day. Click the notification bell icon for more news, and like, share, and subscribe. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I hope y'all have a blessed day. Bye for now.